afternoon and welcome to Mental Wellness with Kari. My name is Caridad Gonzalez. I am the Vocational Services Coordinator and Behavioral Practitioner for the Moya Foundation. In today's class, we're going to be discussing self-esteem and most importantly, how it relates to employment and your performance at work. Self-esteem is a very important topic just because self-esteem really determines and has an impact on the relationship that we have, not only with ourselves, but also with the people around us, with our friends, with our family, with our significant others, and the way that we perform at work. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about self-esteem and how to kind of just build self-confidence. You guys may be asking yourselves, what is self-esteem? So self-esteem is basically the way that we think and feel about ourselves. Not what other people think, not what our mom, our dad, our brother think, but what we think about our own self. And basically kind of the relationship that we have with our own self. Self-esteem is an ongoing process. It's something that we work on every day of our life. Just because so many things happen throughout the day and throughout the course of our life, they may impact our self-esteem either in a positive way or in a negative way. That's why we say that it's an ongoing process, because it's something that we work on every day. There are different forms of self-esteem, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about positive self-esteem and negative self-esteem. So let's talk a little bit about positive self-esteem first. So positive self-esteem is basically the way that we feel about ourselves, in the sense of that we feel good about ourselves, right? So positive means good. People who usually have positive self-esteem feel really good about themselves. They feel proud of who they are. They feel proud of what they can do, no matter what it is, no matter if it's doing good at work or doing good at school. People who usually engage in positive self-esteem feel good about those things. They believe in themselves. They believe that they're capable of completing or achieving the things that they set their mind to. No matter if they failed at it one time, no matter if they failed that math test or failed that math class, they still feel that they can still accomplish those things even if they failed at it at first. They see their own good qualities. So, whether it be that I'm kind, that I'm nice, that I'm compassionate, that I'm respectful, people who have positive self-esteem seek out the good in themselves rather than the bad in themselves. And they focus on the good parts of themselves. People who have positive self-esteem usually feel loved by others, they feel respected, they feel liked by others, and they accept themselves. Even if they make mistakes, like I said before, they don't dwell on those mistakes, and they don't let those mistakes define them. So when we're talking about negative self-esteem, it's the complete opposite. So people who have negative self-esteem usually don't feel good about themselves. They feel bad about themselves. Even when they do good things and they do accomplish good things, they still feel bad about themselves. They don't feel good enough. They don't feel that they're good people. And they don't believe in themselves. They think of themselves as a failure. So people who have negative self-esteem can fail at something one time, and it's the most horrible thing that has ever happened. I'm never going to do this because I failed at it one time. And like I said, even if they do well in some areas, they still consider themselves a failure from that one time that they messed up. They're very hard on themselves. So it's really important that we are kind to ourselves and that we can forgive ourselves if we make mistakes, and not give up. So people who have negative self-esteem usually are really hard on themselves, and they usually give up easily. And they don't feel like they're accepted or respected by others, even if that's not the case, because they feel that way about themselves. They think that everybody else feels that way about themselves, and that's how their relationships get impacted, because they don't love themselves or they don't feel good about themselves. They don't think that other people can possibly feel that way about them because they don't feel that way about themselves. So people who have high self-esteem, positive self-esteem, usually have high self-confidence. They have a good sense of self-confidence. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. We're going to talk about ways to increase your self-confidence. to then in turn build your self-esteem. So first and foremost, when we're demonstrating self-confidence and when we want to achieve self-confidence, we have to act the part. And what does that mean when I say act the part? That means that your body language is letting everyone know that you have a good sense of self-confidence. That means that your shoulders are back, your back is straight, your head is held high, you're making eye contact. Um, you know, when you have your head down and you're slouched over, that really doesn't demonstrate good self-confidence. Kind of demonstrates that you're timid, you don't really want to engage or socialize. Also, when you have your arms crossed, that's not a good way of demonstrating self-confidence. You want to make sure that you don't have your arms crossed, that your shoulders are back is straight, your chin is high, you're engaging in conversation, you're making eye contact. Those are all really good signs of self-confidence. It's all in the body language. Also, you want to dress the part. So right now, we're not really going out, we're not doing anything, we're home, we're in quarantine. So it's really easy to just throw on some tights, throw on some shorts and a t-shirt. But it's really important that even if you're home, you're getting up every day, you're showering, you're doing your hair. For the ladies, you're putting on your lip gloss, your makeup, you're putting on, that nice dress that you have, or your nice sandals, whatever the case may be. Usually, even if I'm working from home, I'm still getting up. I'm, showering, I'm doing my hair, I'm doing my makeup. And even when I do go out to the job sites, I really make sure that I have, my professional clothes on, have my heels on, I look good, because when you look good, you feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, you're more likely to perform better at work. So that's really important. Speaking assertively. When you're speaking assertively, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're being aggressive, that you're being rude or mean or dominant. That's not always the case. Speaking assertively just means that you are speaking clear, concise, and you're to the point while still being respectful. You want to be respectful. You don't want to be disrespectful. That's not really to demonstrating self-confidence. But just speaking clear and concise and to the point demonstrates self-confidence. Thinking and acting positively. This is a really important one. Thinking and acting positively sometimes can be difficult just because we might have personal things going on at home or things that are really impacting us. But it's really important that we think and act positively because it's really going to shape our behavior. It's going to shape the way that we see the world, and it's going to shape our outcome. Okay, so I'll give you an example. If I wake up in the morning and I have a really long day, if I wake up and I tell myself, oh my God, I have the longest day ever at work, today's gonna be horrible, have all these things to do, like, man, I'm not gonna have a good day. Chances are that I'm not gonna have a good day because I've already prepared my mind to believe that I'm not going to have a good day. However, if I wake up in the morning and I say, you know what, I have a super long day, but it's okay. I'm going to get up, I'm going to get dressed, I'm going to go to work, everything is going to be awesome, and I'm going to accomplish all the things that I want to accomplish. Chances are I'm going to have a good day. My outcomes are going to be positive. I might have some hiccups along the way, but that's okay because I've still accomplished the things that I want to accomplish because I've already prepared my mind to believe that, hey, I'm going to have a good day. So it's all about perspective, guys. You want to make sure that your perspective is positive, that you're thinking positively, and you're acting positively. Because if you do those things, chances are that your outcomes are going to be positive. Which brings me to my next tip: taking action. If you're not taking action, you're not just going to grow self-confidence out of nowhere. You want to make sure that you are setting goals for yourself. This week I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And once you accomplish those things, you're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to increase that self-esteem and that self-confidence altogether by just taking action and completing those goals that you want to complete. Be prepared. So in our next slide, we're going to talk about the 5 Ps. What are the 5 Ps? The 5 Ps are prior planning prevents poor performance. So this is basically talking about procrastination, guys. Avoid procrastination. Procrastination is when you wait to the very last moment to complete the things that you need to complete. Don't do that. Chances are that you are not going to do well because you haven't properly prepared yourself. The more prepared you are, the more confident you'll feel about your expertise and competency. Preparation will help you avoid getting tripped up by life's unexpected glitches. Um, I'll give you guys an example. About a couple months ago, I had to do a presentation at UM, and I was like so nervous. Oh my God, I have to, prepare, and I have to do all this, and I have to present in front of all these people, and what are they gonna think? And what really helped me was preparing. So a couple days before I had to go and present, what did I do? I went through my whole entire PowerPoint slide, I wrote down notes, I practiced every day, and the day of, I was ready. I had my notes, I had my PowerPoint, I knew what I was gonna say. And that made me feel so much more confident because I already knew what I had to say. I already knew what I was going to do. And usually when you're prepared, you feel better about things. And you can anticipate that something's going to go wrong because you've already prepared. So it's really important that you make that a priority. Preparing for your goals, so you make sure that you complete them. So life with confidence. Health and self-confidence go hand in hand. If you are struggling with some kind of health issue, it may be hard to experience or build self-confidence because you may be tired, you may not be feeling well, you may have some kind of pain in your stomach, in your back, if you suffer from, diabetes or whatever the case may be. So it's important to keep that in mind. That'll help you build your self-confidence because that's going to be something that you already are going to know that may impact you. So you already know how to prepare for that. So just keep that in mind. So life with confidence. Confidence thinking, how your thoughts shape your life is very important. I was just talking about being positive. When you're positive, chances are that your outcomes are going to be better, your perspective on the world is going to be better. And it's going to make you feel better about things. Your self-confidence is going to be, it's going to increase. If you're constantly thinking negatively and you're constantly thinking negatively about yourself and you don't feel good about yourself, chances are that your self-esteem and your self-confidence are not going to be high. So it's about understanding why and how you react in certain ways and having the awareness to make positive changes. There are going to be times when you're going to catch yourself thinking negatively. And it's really important that you are aware of that you're mindful of your thought process and your perspective on the world. It may be really easy to just get caught up in everyday life-to-life personal issues, and sometimes our personal issues can really weigh down on us and make us feel sad, make us feel depressed and anxious. But it's important to be aware of those things and be mindful and push forward. And it may be a struggle, but it'll benefit you in the long run. And like I said before, our goals, taking action, preparing goals for ourselves and setting those goals, that's really going to help us feel better about ourselves. Because when you set your goals, you know exactly what you want to do. You create structure in your life. Okay, these are my goals. What do I need to do to get there? How much time do I need to put? How much effort do I need to put? It'll help you manage your time, and it'll give you a purpose in life. Think about how good it feels when you accomplish a goal. I know that I set a goal for myself to finish my master's degree. And when I finished my master's degree, I felt so good about myself. And it still really impacts me because I say, wow, I completed that. I did that all by myself. And now my next goal is to pass my state licensure exam. And I know that when I do that, I'm going to feel amazing about myself. So think about what your purpose is in life. And when we're talking about employment, think about that. A lot of us are not working right now. We're home. But when we go back to work, what do we want to accomplish? A lot of us right now have a certain task that we do. When we go back to work, do you want to learn something new? How do you want to get back? What is it that you want to learn? That's really important, guys. We don't want to be stuck in the same day-to-day routine. We want to expand those skills, those work skills. So think about that. This is your job, but it can be your career. It could be a job that you're in for a very long time. So think about expanding those set of skills that you have. What can you do at work that's new? Continuously look for different tasks to do and different things to do. So like I said, life with confidence helps us build our self-esteem. Knowing how to build our self-esteem is a major part of building our self-confidence. Like I said, the relationship that you have with yourself is the most important relationship that you'll ever have with anyone. You want to make sure that you're not being too hard on yourself, that you can forgive yourself, that you believe in yourself, that you believe in your capabilities as a person, and that you seek out those really important qualities that you have that no one else has. That is your power. That is where you are unique. There's no one else in this world that is like you. And that's what sets you apart from the rest of the world, of the population. That you are you and no one can take that away from you. So use that to your advantage and begin building your self-esteem. And when we're talking about work, when we have self-esteem and when we feel good about ourselves, when we go into work, our work is going to also reflect that. People who have high self-esteem and high self-confidence will go into work and look at a task and say, man, you know what, that's a hard task, but I think I can do it. And if I can't do it, and if I'm having trouble, it's okay. I'll call my job coach, I'll call my supervisor, and I'll get help. You see that you're believing in yourself, you're being positive, and you're moving forward. Now you have low self-esteem and you have low self-confidence. You're gonna look at that task and say, man, that's too hard. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it for some other time. I'm not gonna worry about that. Or I'm not gonna do it at all. And that can really impact how well you do and if you're getting things completed and if you're getting your work completed. People who usually complete their work and do well get promotions, get raises, get more hours, get more tasks. So you want to make sure that you are being positive and you are being confident at work because it will help you in the long run. So how does this help at work? It is confidence in our bodies, minds, and spirits that allows us to keep looking for new adventures, new directions to grow in, and new lessons to learn, which is what life is all about. Exactly what I was saying. Right now, we have a job where we're all working, right? We all have something that we do. But how can we continue to grow, not only as people, but as professionals? What else can I do at work? How can I become better at work? What else can I learn? And your supervisor will see that. Your supervisor will see you taking that initiative, see you taking that step towards growing as a professional and learning new skills. And your job coach would see that too. Remember, you always have your job coach there to help you move forward and push forward and teach you new skills. Contact your job coach. Hey, I want to learn more about Excel. I want to learn more about Word. Right now is the perfect time to do that. Everyone is home. And thankfully, the foundation has several courses that will help you do that. We have Excel courses, we have Word courses, we have filing courses, we have typing courses. Please look into that. That will really help you build those skills and in turn build your self-confidence. So think about that. During this time that you're home, I want you to think about how can I grow as a person and as a professional, what can I do when I get back to work to learn new skills?